Hey everyone, it's Dr. Brenda, money coach and the creator of the Gutsy Women Club, where women dare to dream and take bold actions to follow their heart's journey. I'm coming at you from the catio with three cats hanging out around me. I'm at Lake Corpus Christi State Park, and I decided to begin reviewing the state parks where I'm at. I'm going to be on the go much of 2021, if not all of 2021, going to some fabulous parks, and I thought this is a great chance for me to review it. So I came up with my own system. This is a 5 campfire system. And overall, I'm giving Lake Corpus Christi State Park 4 campfires, 4 out of 5. That's pretty darn good. This is how it breaks down in terms of the campsite, restrooms, amenities, and trails, the safety, the cleanliness, the campsite. It's level. That's a biggie. But I have huge mounds of fire ants right on my campsite. Really, I've got to be careful of that, and that's just part of nature. So they get 4 out of 5 stars there. The restrooms and the showers, very basic, and I have some more concerns which I'll talk about in the safety, but not real pleasant, I'll just say. But I got warm water, so if I can get hot water, that's a big plus for me. The amenities and trails, I give them 5 stars. I've been to a lot of different state parks. The trails are good. I wish there were more trails that I could do some longer hikes. But the amenities are, you've got easy access to firewood. You have a fishing pier. You have this birding area that they set up that is really awesome. Um, and you can also rent kayaks and a paddleboard. So lots and lots of really nice amenities. Safety, I give them a 4 out of 5. I have a big concern with the restroom, and I'm going to walk you through those areas. The restroom does for women. There are no doors, so there is a safety issue. I'm also concerned with the way that they mark my vehicle in terms of they give information on my site and my departure date, and it's a little bit different from what I've been used to with other state parks. So I'm going to show you that too as to why I think that brings it down a bit in safety. But on the good side of safety is that the park rangers are out here all of the time. I do feel safe. So it still gets a really good mark. This is one of the cleanest parks I've been in. I Very clean. I don't see garbage or trash. I do wish they had recycling. That is something I wish they had. It'd be great if there was a laundry too. But anyway, I'm giving it my 4-star review. This is the first park that I have reviewed, and so hopefully this system is going to work as I go through 2021. So now I'm going to walk you through the park, and I hope that you enjoy it. And hey, please subscribe below. I'd really appreciate it if you could follow me as I journey across the United States with my 3 cats. Enjoy. I've reached my favorite part of the park. This is called the Pavilion, also referred to as the Castle. Old Park Pavilion, built by Civilian Conservation Corps in 1933 to 1934. I am fascinated by the whole Civilian Conservation Corps concept and the things that it accomplished, but the workmanship, you just don't see this built anymore with architectural interests, arches. So let me walk you around a bit. It is Monday morning on February. Beautiful weather. Imagine in its heyday that this was quite the place to have events. And a spectacular view of Lake Corpus Christi. I'm gonna walk you up to the tower. You ready? This is,
not far from where my RV is parked, so everything is in good walking distance here. So maybe less than 10 minutes it took me to walk here. And again, just look at all the arches and the architecture involved in creating this, and the splendid view at the end. It's morning, so you can hear a lot of the birds singing. Check this out. Monday mornings in the campground, my favorite. And there you have it, the Pavilion at Lake Corpus Christi State Park. Check it out. This is the very short Kiskadee Trail bird viewing area. I've been here almost every morning. They set out bird feed and food for the birds early in the morning. So if you can get here, by 8, that is pretty ideal. And this is the path that leads right from the Pavilion. So you can see it's a rather narrow path, or it's going to be pretty short here when we get here. I spoke with a ranger yesterday, remarked about some of the wildlife in this area, and she's been here about 7 months and mentioned she'd seen a bobcat on the trail, a smaller one. So they are here. I have not seen anything. This is the typical trail throughout the park. Longhorn Trail is the larger one, and I'll just show you a little bit about that. But this is very typical. It is early February, just to give you a sense of the time of season. Okay, I see the bird viewing area right ahead. Just let you listen to the birds while I walk around. There's a shortcut over to the trail. I'll take you there, but This is a terrific place. To spend a quiet morning. Really congratulate the park on setting this up and making it so peaceful and yet visitor friendly. Nice job. This is an overview of the park. So right now I'm at a restroom right by the bird's nest shelter. The trail that is that I use is generally it's the Longhorn Trail, and that's the major trail here. I am at a Possum Bend camping loop that has electric and water, but no power hookups. I'm here for 2 weeks and I can manage pretty fine. There's a dump station when you enter or exit, and then the Javelina camping loop, I know for a fact that that is a full hookup. So I have also the Longhorn Trail. I connect and I've gone down to the Catfish Cove camping area, taking this trail. So the trails are not that lengthy. I'll see if I can find the signage for the mileage, but it's a really nice park. So that's the layout. This is the Longhorn Trail. It comes right off of the road that goes into the campground area. It's an easy walk to the trail. And you can see that's a really nice view. I am gonna walk you down here. My RV is dead ahead. So it's been very convenient for me. Close to the trail, close to the water, but I want to show you some of the amenities. Now, I have been to, this is my 19th state. I've been on the road for I think 8 months, so I travel quite a bit. I love state parks for the most part and national parks. That is my preference, and it's always interesting to see what kind of setup they have. This is something that I have not seen before. So I'm gonna cut out and walk on down and show you what I mean. And I'm back. One of the downsides of this park, and a lot of parks quite honestly, is that there's no recycling. So you've got the trash bins, no chance to recycle, which I always find to be disappointing. Two things down here that I want to show you. The first of these is the firewood contraption, I guess I'm going to say. So this is a really interesting concept. I've not seen this anywhere. So somebody comes in, they deliver all the firewood, and then everything is set up so you can purchase with your credit card. So you touch the screen, it's $11.65 plus tax for a bundle of firewood. I have purchased a bundle, so yeah, once you put your credit card in, you'll hear a click and it corresponds, and so I have found that they're clicking open on the bottom first, but so yeah, and then you just get your firewood. Very, very convenient. The quality is another matter. The first night it took me a really long time and lots of starter sticks to get the fire going. So quality's not that great. It's expensive, but wow, it's convenient. This is what they have set up if you want to rent a kayak or a paddleboard. So they use something called Paddle EZ. You make a reservation and then you follow the instructions. So once you get the information, you enter a code into this, and that allows you to unlock the kayak, or they've got one stand-up paddleboard. I have not tried this. I really like the concept. The thing I do not like is that every kayak here is made for 2 people. So two people kayaks. So they're long and bulky, and I just need a single. Can't find a single. So anyway, that is something that is pretty neat. If I were to stay here longer, I'd probably contact the company and see if they had any available that they could bring out here. I have no idea where they're based. But it's a very interesting concept. It's all managed online, and then or through credit cards. Everything is solar powered. The fire guy was actually here over a couple days ago because they were having problems. He had to power it in to the electric here because something was not working, but it is working now. So yeah, that's a pretty neat thing. This is the fishing dock. I'll just show you what it's like at the fishing dock. Beautiful sunsets from here. Really nice. So I'll show you some more. Hang on. And we're at the fishing pier, and I've got there's a nice little fish cleaning station. And you can see the birds know what's coming. Very nice fishing pier. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It is an emergency lifesaver, a life ring. So you pick up the life ring, you grab the rope, gives you instructions, you just pull it out at the end. It is made by Glasdon, Glasdon. So if anybody's out there and you know of places that could use something like this, please pass that information along. If it can save somebody's life, that is like totally awesome. I've not seen that anywhere else. You can just look at the birds here for a bit. I think their free fish feed is over. Seems to be a pretty popular place for the fishing people. This is what's in there. Largemouth bass, white crappie, bluegill, something called alligator gar, white bass, blue catfish, channel catfish, freshwater drum. So there you go. If you like fishing, this may be the place to be. This is Catfish Cove. So this is some primitive camping. No power, no hookups, tent camping. So you can see it's pretty quiet, especially since it is a Monday. But they do have this really nice fishing pier over here. So if you want a little peace and quiet, you just head over to Catfish Cove and you're all set. I'm just gonna walk you out here. Maybe you can hear the water in the background slapping up against the sand. Not a bad way to spend the day, is it? And there is a trail, Catfish Point, I think, trail that allows you to get some access to the beach, the waterfront. Very pleasant way to spend some time. This is the Catfish Point Trail, and if you look right over here, this connects to Longhorn, so it's a real easy find. I wanted to show you this. Yeah, so bobcats, be careful. And you can see it's a loop, so you've got an enter to the right, and then you're looping around and exiting. So it's a nice little trail. Gets you very close to the waterfront. In fact, you can easily cut across and spend a little bit of time on the, I guess, a beach area by the water. So there you go. That's Catfish Point. Now let's get to the heart of camping out and RVing, and that is the campsite. So this is my campsite, and you can see these are all pull through, which is pretty unusual for a state park. I've got a cement pad. It is level. Those of you who follow me along on my journey know that I travel with 3 cats. I have this catio. I had to improvise, so you can see that the parking posts are inside the catio, which has required me to be a little bit more innovative in terms of how to keep the cats in. So that's just a reflection of my setup and my desire to make sure my cats can get in and out easily. So that's the cat ramp. So I'm gonna let them out in a few minutes, actually. So it's really wide open space behind me. I'm at campsite number 1. I've got a fire pit with a little grill top and a picnic table. I do want to show you this though, because there's definitely no bare feet around here. These pop up like every day. So you have to be really careful. I think these are giant fire ant mounds. So you can see that they have put some white powder at the top of these, probably to try to destroy them, but that is surrounding my picnic table. So if you have pets that like digging around in there, you watch out, people. But every day, you can see these have been here for a while. Every single day there are new mounds. So that is just a never-ending battle in this part of Texas, I'm sure. So that's just something you have to be cautious about. That is unfortunately some of the downsides of nature. But yeah, you can see how the mounds are coming up every day. I want to mention one more thing. For women driving alone, I'm a little bit concerned about the safety issue here too. Most of the time when I'm at a state park, they will give me basically a parking pass that goes on my rear view mirror. And this time they have given me something that just tapes. They've given me tape, so I've had to tape it to my windshield. It tells everybody, what my site is and how long I'm there. No big deal, right? Except yesterday I went into town and I got out of my car and I was actually startled. There was a dude in the passenger seat of the car right next to me. And I don't know, I just got totally bad vibes about him. I locked my door, went into the grocery store, but I thought, you know what? Now he knows I'm at the park and he knows what site I'm in, because all he has to do is read that tag. So that is a bit of a concern. I will try to remove the tape and put it back up. I have talked to the rangers about, it's probably something they don't think about, but as a woman traveling alone, you try not to give away all the details. So it's a very nice, it's a pretty good campsite. Watch out for the ant mounds. Improvise as you need. It's very quiet here. I have loved the peace and quiet. There are coyotes. So at night, as the sun goes down, you will hear coyotes yapping. In the middle of the night, sometimes I've been awakened by the coyotes yapping. So they're probably several miles away, but you definitely don't want any pets hanging around here at night. So this is the opossum area, water and electric only. Very nice, quiet stay. And now we've reached one of the most critical components of camping in state parks. Can you guess what that might be? The women's restroom, even more importantly, the shower facilities. So I'm gonna walk you in here so you see what it's like. Pretty basic, pretty raw and basic. A couple of stalls, handicap area. This is the shower area. The lights are not clicking on. So the shower area, this one is larger, so you've got 2 curtains. Yeah, nothing fancy, but the water is warm. However, I have concerns. I mean, think about your safety. A lot of times I'm at shower areas and there's a door that I can lock. This door stays wide open. Can't lock that. Of course, it's a public restroom. You can't do that anyway. But this is it. You get curtains. There's no door on here. So, you know, ladies, if you've got a friend, it might be helpful to take turns here showering while the other one watches, because this is not a real good setup in terms of safety. So that's the scoop on the restrooms. Very nice view here. This is the last part of this video series on Lake Corpus Christi State Park. I have driven all the way to the other end of the park. You can see that is the fishing pier over there, and the RV park is right behind it. One thing I want you to know is that this place is pretty popular with bicyclists. So I've seen a lot of e-bikes out here, regular bikes, partly because you've got the roads that go all the way around. So you can get a pretty decent bike ride in. And I'm gonna walk down a little bit to the shoreline. Here it's a little bit windy today, but this area is very secluded, so I don't see anybody here on this side. So especially during the work week, you can find your seclusion if you like. So I'm able to get right down to the water. There are no lifeguards on duty, so you have to be careful. February, so I have not dipped my fingers into the water. So I'm going to leave you with this video. Lake Corpus Christi State Park gets 4 campfires in my rating review. Please subscribe, and the next park I'm going to be at is McKinney Falls State Park, also in Texas, outside of Austin. So you guys take care, and until the next campfire review, campground review, keep the campfire burning. See ya.